Welcome to Brisbane, and after 3 weeks of our camper van hire, it's time to drop it off. We've been to the hotel and managed to leave our luggage before heading out to the motorhome hire depot to drop the van off. And this is also where the Apollo factory is, with 50 new motorhomes coming off their production line each week. Our camper van hire was organised through a travel consultant that we met at the Yorkshire Motorhome Show. Now, he also organised our hotel in Brisbane and flights back down to Sydney with Virgin Australia. Initially, he'd got us dropping the van off with one night in the hotel before flying to Sydney. But we thought, while we're in Brisbane, we may as well explore it a little, so we added an extra night into the itinerary. The hotel pool was a welcome oasis in the city heat. We're here in mid-October and it's around 30 degrees. The first evening we took a walk over the river to the South Bank area and had a meal there. Coming back, we picked up a couple of Lime scooters that we easily hired via the app on our phone, and it was much quicker heading back on those. Even at night time in the dark, the view was still to be admired with all the lights of the city twinkling onto the river. The following day, we started with the hotel buffet breakfast before heading out on foot. Our first port of call was the Sky Deck at the Star Hotel. Now, there's still some construction work going on at the hotel, but we're able to use the elevator to go up to the Sky Deck. There's great views all around the city, and there's even a glass floor area that you can walk over. Stephen was brave enough to do this while I admired the views further away. Brisbane has a real mixture of buildings. The old traditional style buildings are mixed in with the new and contemporary style ones. At the City Hall, as we entered, there was a tour just beginning, which we joined, and this was led by a Scottish guy who was full of information, not just of the building, but also the history of Brisbane, which we really enjoyed. After the tour, we headed back outside to the Queen Street Mall. Again, this is a mixture of buildings, the old traditional arcade and the new contemporary style, and there's some real high-end shops around here. Across the road from our hotel are the City Botanical Gardens. Now, these are absolutely stunning and it's well worth a walk through if you're ever in Brisbane. Now, the heat of the day was getting to us, so we headed back to the hotel to make use of the pool. For our final evening, we had planned to go up the river for a meal, but we were quite tired, so we just stayed local for a meal and a drink in a bar. The next day, it was time to fly back down to Sydney. We're flying with Virgin Australia and they do weigh hand luggage as well as suitcases. The flight was quick and easy. It was a bit like catching the bus, to be honest. As it came in, the people got off the plane and we were all loaded on. Straightforward enough, got us back to Sydney in just over an hour. So that's our snapshot of Brisbane for you. Now, our next video will be covering the 3 weeks of our camper van hire, so keep an eye out for that.